Well, hey, family.
What's going on?
I say what's going on, what's going on. What's up, Antoinette, Tyrell, Clark? I can see all of the same ones you can, I think, Felicia.
Okay, cool.
I think so. So, hey, everybody.
What up, what up, what up?
It's been a minute since we kicked it with everybody. This has been long overdue. We love y'all so much. So grateful. Want to express gratitude, Thanksgiving, open up this meeting with high vibration, love, peace, joy, and utter bliss. Right? Because that's what we live in. I mean, regardless of our challenges, our ups and downs, no matter what, we literally live in elevation. We live in fifth dimension. We live as ascended beings, okay? Having a human experience. I'm like super elated about this. I love my sisters.
Hey, we love you
too.
So Ray could be here tonight. Ray is doing readings. She's expanding her business. She's getting her mind ready for a tour on Monday. She's home with her daughter. So we are going to accept this award on her behalf. Okay? Listen. So happy to have y'all here. Hey, Tanya Lipstone.
So we're just gonna give a few minutes for everybody to come in before we get down to the nitty-gritty. We just here to hang out with y'all though, for real. Talk about
Let's hit that sound.
Talk about the tour. We're gonna talk about past, present, and future things that are going on with the tour. And then we're gonna allow y'all to ask some questions too, because we know y'all got plenty of questions.
And then this is recorded, and we're gonna make this available on our YouTube, and then you can post your questions in the comments, because I know right now it's a ton of y'all in astrology class. You probably ain't even listening to the shit and got this on the side. Like who that? Tanya Howard. I ain't gonna call no names, but it's O to the K. It's okay. It's okay. Yay. We love you. I'm so grateful. What's going on, Tiffany Williams? So everybody,
family, I can't see the names. Just know that I love y'all.
Oh, go ahead, Fenyxx. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying I can't see the names or who's in the chat. Just know that I love you, I like you, I like you, I believe in you, and through you I believe in me. And hey, if you got something to say, just put my name first, and one of my sisters will call it out.
I guess for everybody out there in YouTube world, we want you to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to our channel. I am Iya Elewa. I'm a quantum healer in the Galactic Healer Federation. I'm glad to be here. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I am Eternal Sunshine. I was the one doing the Reiki for the tour, so we'll talk about that.
And I am Fenyxx Rhising, quantum healer extraordinaire.
Hey.
All right. Well, we're going to jump on into it because we ain't trying to hold y'all long, and we have things to do too. We can go ahead and start talking about the things that we have been through on tour thus far. The challenges that we have faced. We are all mothers, all of us, including our sister that's not here. So we're going to talk about that and just how we've been able to make it through the tour, along with helping each other and motivating each other, keeping each other encouraged. So for me, I was pregnant for the duration of the tour. Had to come off tour, which made me sad, but it was a challenge for me because a lot of the time I was sick, but my sisters loved on me and they made sure that, you know, I made it through the day just fine. I was usually the first one up, so I'm waking everybody up like, come on, y'all, let's go. But challenging with traveling once a week, I was always exhausted, as were all of us. But I must say that being on the road and just coming in contact with everybody that had appointments with us, it encouraged me to keep going. Just that in itself, able to love on y'all and y'all love on me in the process, it just made me want to keep going. So I did not want to come home. I was so sad about it. And it still feels weird to be at home right now. But I will be back on the road with y'all real soon. What's up, Ray?
Well, I can say for myself, just to add on to that, it was a real joy taking care of Felicia. Okay, while she was taking care of us, because let me tell y'all something. She is not lying. When she says she was the first one up, she really was the first one up every single day. Oh my God, the pregnant woman got more energy than everybody, okay? And I'm talking about she will come in there and wake you up too. She come in and she already know, I ain't ready. I'm not ready. I need a few more minutes of sleep. She like, okay, you can lay down. You still got about 15 minutes, okay? And just try to get on up after that. I'm like, okay. Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Ma. Okay. Seriously, the mother of the group. Okay. So I appreciated that every single second. I traveled with my children. So my children, Jeremiah and Justin, were with us from the first day we started tour all the way up till we just left Philadelphia. My little road dogs, okay?
The road runners.
My little number one stunners. What? Okay, Jeremiah and Justin out, baby. They thugged it out. But I would say for me, challenge-wise, finding balance, making sure Jeremiah and Justin still got mommy time and auntie time. And that's why I'm so grateful for that we're not just friends, but we sisters too. Because where I couldn't do, one of my sisters always stepped in. So my baby, if they seen I was in regressions all day, they sat down and they go over, you know, lessons and ABCs and how you're doing and what you want to eat. My babies didn't miss a meal. They were well fed. Okay. Aunties giving over the phones, tablets. Okay. They stayed game up. Okay. They just was spoiled. I felt so grateful because they didn't just have one mommy. They have four. You know what I mean? Now you got Auntie Ray was the ghetto mommy. Okay, with the I don't talk about Auntie Ray. We love Ray. Ray, we love you later. I swear to God, we love you. But Auntie Ray get up first thing in the morning with the trap music on early in the morning. Right? Okay. I say, and just the kids like, okay, Auntie Ray. Auntie Sunny, which is Eternal Sunshine, just the sweetest sweetie pie ever. If they got to get popped, they know they gonna get a rub behind it because Auntie Sunny did too, okay? So yeah, Auntie Fenyxx is the fun auntie. Just made sure they had fun every day. Made sure they had things to keep them educated and, you know, just, so I just, like I say, I just love y'all so much. I don't even feel like my challenges is real challenges because I had y'all. So that's my part.
Well, for me, I don't really look at them as challenges, just, lessons that, we had to overcome and things of that. I'm a little bit of an alternative mommy, I would say, by way that I didn't naturally have my children. They chose me this lifetime, which was great. Move through all that and go straight to the fun stuff. But I am currently in the process of fostering to adopt my children. We're at the tail end. However, that did make traveling with them a little bit difficult because there were times where they did have to stay in Los Angeles. So I am grateful for my mother who was able to step up and just, assist me with their care and things of that sort. They were on the road with me for about a month and a half. And then things just went a little crazy and they had to go back home for a little bit. So for me, the biggest part is, I am back and forth. So there were times where I had to leave states as soon as I finished the last regression, get back home to make sure that I'm able to take care of them and assist them with anything that they need, go through legal things, court things, all those things that come along with being a guardian currently. So that was the biggest part for me, is just the traveling. Sometimes I didn't even know what day it was. I just knew I was in the sky on a plane and I was going to land somewhere. I was either going to land with my family or my sister. Somebody was going to be there at the end. I just didn't know what was happening. So just, incorporating being a mom and making sure that my children are taken care of and they're getting enough of me, even though I am on the road and traveling. So, I went from quantum healer to full-time mommy mode, and then back from mommy mode to quantum healer, and just incorporating that they had enough of my presence in their life, even when they didn't have me physically in their presence. So, making sure I get up, talk to them, call them. The great thing about it is most of the time we were on the East Coast or we were ahead. So I was able to call back in time and, get them before they got up for school, or, make sure I was able to say goodnight to them before I went to bed, and, just incorporating that in with also doing this healing work as well. So that was just my experience going back and forth. Of course, my sisters were the most supportive ever. Like anything I needed help with, they were there. I always miss them when I go home. It just wasn't the same. Now that we are together on the road, it's like, it's my family, and I be missing them like crazy when they're not around. But I would not change this experience for anything in the world. We were able to come together, adapt, transmute, adjust, just alchemize our entire situation just to make sure that this benefited us for our highest good, and we were able to do our duty, fulfill our purpose, assist with this healing in all way possible. So it's been an amazing ride, and I love me a good roller coaster, and I can definitely say this was an adventure, and I would not change it.
Right, right. Let's just talk about how Auntie Sunny had all the kids at the house for a week. She had a slumber
And we
party.
love you, Auntie Sunny, because you took on a challenge.
When I say thank you, Jesus. Okay, what you did, so you did that. So y'all, this is I don't know, I gotta tell this story. So Eternal had to go home, okay? Well, no, I'm sorry, let me back up. Eternal got really sick. We were in New Orleans. She got really sick and she went to the hospital. So we are like, what are we gonna do with our Sunny? We ain't gonna make it.
Right.
I mean, and we, but you know what? She had to go take care of herself, right? She's a pregnant woman. And so we were really concerned, want to make sure she took care of herself, even though we did panic once she left out that front door, okay? Well, business is gonna go on as usual, and it did. Now, Auntie Ray finished her sessions for the night a little bit earlier than everybody else. Not that much early, but a little bit early. And she decided that she was gonna go have her little drinky drink and a little burger on it. Cause Auntie Sunny and Auntie Sunny ain't there. Let me tell you, Auntie Red used to dealing with them children where Auntie Sunny ain't there. So you know what? You know what? She did do just that. But we had no idea. We did not know that Auntie Ray was not in the house. So we got a wake-up call, and the wake-up call was the fighting and tumbling going on above our heads to amplify, activate, and awaken. Okay. So, honey, we down there. I say we had to get up on that phone at that time. Now, usually round here, I don't text. Oh, I don't text during her sessions, but this night here, honey, I had to take me a little text break because I had to find out from Auntie Ray and Auntie Fenyxx who ass was about to be beat. I knew somebody ass was getting whooped. I just needed to find out specifically for my own mental when I got out this room who was the first ass that was gonna be whooped. Now Auntie Fenyxx had no idea because Auntie Fenyxx was still amplifying, activating, and
all I hear is boom, 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 boom. Like, oh, what is going on?
that was until Auntie Ray decided to respond to our messages and say, I'm not a street having me a bite to eat. Do y'all niggas want me to bring y'all anything from the bar? We said, God, what they call, damn it. How did you get down to the bar? Children are going crazy upstairs, right? I say, since you've been gone, Lord Jesus. So needless to say, because of the grace of God and the sweet communion of his Holy Spirit, we were able to get through those damn sessions. And let me tell you, so that's just one of the many things that we have experienced on the road. We had to learn how to really give each other mental breaks because we laughing and we joking about it, but Auntie Ray really needed that goddamn drink, okay? She did. She needed that drink, okay? And she had been contributing so much and helping so much that she just needed her own time. So Lord knows we did have to, I feel like after that, we were more aware of like how the structure need to go. Every now and then, a nigga need to go take a motherfucking nap, okay, or a walk in the park. Because believe it or not, for a long time, we wouldn't even get fresh air. Am I right or wrong, y'all?
You're right.
We would go to cities and everyone was like, how did you enjoy the city?
We did.
I saw the house. The house was nice. The people that came in the house was real nice. We didn't get to go outside until we went back to the airport.
Bling, bling, bling.
But yeah, those times on the road when it was all of us and all the children, because mind you, when all the children were together, it was about 6 of them. And a possible, it was always a possible. So 6 to 7 children, just imagine. So, you know, Auntie Ray did what any of us would do. Everybody's good. Everybody got their tablets. Everybody got something to do. Okay, I'm stepping out. But see, my two, anytime they go, coast is clear, guys. My little guy, his name is Kadarian. He's 3 going on 53.
Yes, he is.
Know that he's not really a child. However, he's at this stage in his life journey. So, you know, we have to come to a common ground. We know you're not a child, but we know you're 3 right now. So, you know, he's going to look for that coast to be clear, and then it's turn up time. So,
Ring leader.
a ring leader, and the most charming, sweet. Oh, what do you need? You're so beautiful. I love you so much. I just love you, mommy. Auntie Iya, Auntie Sunny, Auntie Ray. That's how he get him. I told him no, I forewarned them. But that charm, that Leo charm, get him every time. So, you know, I can contribute to my babies being the ringleader, i.e. the 3-year-old. The ringleader, because Fatback gonna get around. And Fatback is always looking for a snack. So he was always trying to get down the stairs to get to the snacks. But I wouldn't change it. It was an amazing experience, you know, being able to travel with all the children and show them new things and different places when we were able to get out. And since we had all of them together in New Orleans, we did try to make a point, even through the exhaustion, even through the tiredness, even through it all, to just spend some quality time with them. And then JC's birthday was during that time frame. So just being able to celebrate him as well and take them out and just let you know, hey, we appreciate you going on this road with us. And, you know, although you're a child and you're having this experience and you guys got to be quiet all the time and not talk and find something to do, you know, that's not a child's nature to just be quiet. They don't want to do that. So, you know, just acknowledging them for, you know, accepting that challenge and helping us to the best of their ability. It's like sometimes it was like, it's 10 o'clock, y'all. The last person left. Be as loud as you want. It really don't even matter. Just, I mean, and they took the challenge on, and they hollered until they passed out. But you know, just being able to allow them to be children at the same time and still have a childlike nature. You know, we're always going to take that back to our regressions. We don't want our children to not live in that present moment of being children. So, you know, we do understand the fact that they are children and they're going to be children in all the ways that they're going to be children. But it was definitely an amazing experience getting out and taking them around New Orleans and letting them see. And then, yeah.
And the history too, and the culture, the rich history and rich culture, and the crystal shops, and them being able to see, they seen all of that, you know, so amazing. And then, you know, it's so amazing. We had family in New Orleans. They actually was able to come pick the boys up, get their haircut when they was there. So we was different states we going to. We got different people got family, and our family members came through and stuff like that. You know, we just so grateful. You know, Fenyxx, when you talk about how amazing the job the kids did, because they have done a fabulous job. I just want to speak to the fact that I'm just so grateful to know you all as mothers, because when we met one another, we just knew each other as individuals. You know, I think that's something that's important to let people know. We had never lived in a home together. We had never, ever, outside of training, this was our first time reuniting since October. Okay, so we hadn't physically seen one another, and we had all been through so much testing and trials after training. We came into tour with each and every one of us being sick. We all fell ill before the tour. We had people that were legitimately sending black magic our way. We had people that were literally furious at Astro, furious about the Galactic Healer Federation moving forward, furious about the mission still going forward. But one thing about being a winner, when all of the odds are against you, one thing about having spiritual sovereignty, and this is why we teach this, and we can teach it with authenticity, because we're not telling you something we heard, we telling you something we know. We know about a thing or two about pushing your body beyond what you ever thought you could have done physically. We know a thing or two about using your magic and stopping somebody's magic right in their tracks, and then fortifying your aura and getting yourself back together again, and not forgetting that you needed protecting. Because healers, we out here protecting everybody else. But for all of the healers that's listening to us right now, make sure that you protecting yourself. I know you protecting your children and your family and your money, and you know, the neighbor down the street and the kids you watch and walk to school. And we could be so busy about sources business that sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. We went weeks on a tour and hadn't took a spiritual bath, to say the least. We had literally threw ourselves into making sure that we gave y'all every ounce of us, and spirit had to stop us in our tracks and say, absolutely not. Everybody get back in those baths. Everybody do your air cleanse. Everybody talk to your ancestors. Everybody get renewed, because even the renewers have to be renewed. Even the healers need healing. And I want to say the kids did an amazing job, but y'all too, and Ray, you all did an amazing job as well. It just, to me, was so amazing to see y'all as mothers. It's always good to see somebody else say, sit your ass down. And you go, I didn't know she had it in her. Ain't that some shit? You hear me? It was a good, listen, or it was, or even to see y'all embracing every last one of y'all love my kids like they was y'all own. They wasn't walking out no room for me missing me. They were so comfortable. Y'all made them feel so comfortable. You know, all of us, just to see us as mothers and as women in a shared space. Nobody physically fought. That don't mean they didn't come close. Okay? Because I'm trying to tell you right now, family gonna go through some shit. Period, point to the motherfucking blank. If you think you're not, you must be crazy. I'm proud of us that we went through the whole damn tour with only one possible fight.
Right.
And not 50-60. I say, let the church say amen.
Amen.
In Philadelphia, I said, Auntie Ray, bring your ass out that motherfucker. Today is the day, goddammit. I say, I'm sick of your shit, nigga. Y'all know he ain't gonna tell it like it T.I. is, okay? Nigga, please. For me to survive as long as I did, and I'm talking about I couldn't have did it without neither one of you, okay? All of y'all. I say all of you. But I mean, even Ray, you know what I mean? All of us had the time to be each other counselors, shrinks, co-parents. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful.
It definitely was a beautiful experience. I miss the baby. But let's talk about the very first city, old San Diego. How much of an
You mean 2 years ago? That's what it feels like. It's been 2 years since San Diego.
San Diego was off the chain, literally. First of all, we walked into San Diego not knowing that we were not going to have Astro with us. We had no idea. We did not find that out until the day before we were getting ready to work. Mm-hmm. So that in itself was pretty much a good punch to us. We literally fell apart, y'all. Like, no lie, we fell apart. We cried, we mourned together. And we also picked ourselves up together and kept it moving. But along with that, we also encountered our very first spiritual activity together outside of training. And we literally crossed a soul over. But before the crossing over even occurred, the experience that all of us had individually and then collectively was insane. So Iya, tell them about what you experienced prior to us getting back to the house before that experience happened.
I can't remember what happened to me before we
went out to eat. We went out to eat. Before we had that late session.
Oh, you talking about before when the last session that Ray was in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ray did her last session. I was in a room with the boys and I came out of the room. right in time, because actually spirit told me to go out of the room. I didn't know why, but I'm the type of nigga, I just follow if I hear it. Open the door, here come Ray with a person with an entity, a big ass entity right over the person's shoulder. I jumped back and looked like, what in the entire fuck is going on? What is, Ray had a really, like her face looked like serious, like she could feel and she knew something else was there. So I'm like, well, first of all, where the fuck is she taking her to? You know what I mean? Like, but she was going to go handle the situation spiritually because she didn't see the entity, but she felt it. Like she knew vibrationally something was going on because this individual kept coming up with reasons why they had to leave, you know? So, you know, she was already in a position of trying to help the woman spiritually so that she would do her session. So I almost believe that's where y'all joined in at, is that, oh, I think that's where I start. No, okay. So the individual left, right? The person did end up leaving without having her session done at that, right? So wasn't ready to do the session and came up with all kind of reasons why she had to leave. Okay, when she leaves, I instantly tell them, like, we need to have a meeting, y'all. Let's come together. Ray, did you see that shit over the person's shoulder? Did you see that thing that rode in this bitch with that nigga? Did you see that? She said, I felt it. I knew. I felt something was going on. It just was really weird. And then out of nowhere, she kept getting calls and she had to leave in a panic. I'm like, okay, that's that spirit the lady walking around with. That's number one. Okay. What you was getting ready to do with that lady had everything to do with that entity over her shoulder. That, and so please listen to me right now. If you come to your session and you feeling a panic and you feeling, I got to get out of here. It ain't making no sense. Ain't nobody did nothing to make you feel uncomfortable, but you all of a sudden start feeling uncomfortable. You know, all of a sudden your phone blowing up, stuff like that. See that as a sign that you actually need what you're there for, okay? Don't let the things that you're dealing with spiritually rob you of your healing, because Ray was getting ready to really help that lady. And she came in there with some shit that was interfering, okay? So anyway, we had a meeting. And when we start talking in the kitchen, I think that's when I started feeling like I was suffocating, okay? I think I felt like I was suffocating, like I was underwater or something. I couldn't breathe. And then I was like, I don't know, now I have a taste in my mouth, because one of my spiritual gifts that are really starting to really grow is clairgustance. And this is where you taste different things that give you messages and information about different spirits that are around. So then you draw, for all of the mediums out there, and you draw information from those things you taste and sense and hear and stuff like that. So I said, hey, somebody here, somebody suffocated or drowned or something to the nature. Somebody died here in this house. I'm like, y'all, I'm tasting. I don't know if it's salt water. I just feel like I can't breathe, you know? And that is what opened up the door. Because from there, let me tell you, honey, I wish I never, when I say it, and I wish I never met her, I wish I didn't say a damn thing after that. Because these niggas here just took it to a whole nother. Felicia, you can take over from there, because that's who took over.
So actually, before we even had the session, we had gone out to eat. And yeah, I'm pregnant, but at that time I wasn't dealing with morning sickness anymore. So I was good. Like I wasn't nauseous. I didn't have any of those symptoms. So when we went out to eat and I started feeling nauseous, like I was seasick, and I was like, what is going on with me? And so when I came back from the bathroom, I sat at the table and I was like, y'all, I felt real nauseous on the way to the bathroom. I felt like I was on a boat or seasick or something. So we talked about it a little bit, and you know, we just moved on because the feeling went away. But so after Iya came in and was saying that she felt like she was suffocating and like tasting salt water, I was like, oh my God, I had that same experience remember when we were at dinner. And then all of a sudden, we were just sitting there and Iya was just talking. And me and Antoinette were just listening to her talk. And all of a sudden, we heard the damn spirit too. And when we heard me and Fenyxx looked at each other at the same time, like, oh, did you just hear that? Like, it was confirmation for the both of us that we were hearing this spirit that she was talking to. And so Ray was standing next to me on one side, or Goddess Inanna was standing next to me on one side, and Fenyxx was standing next to me on the other side. And all of a sudden, all this information just started flooding in. I grabbed the pendulum. We started asking questions. All of a sudden, I came like a coldness came over me, like I was in some freezing water, and my body was just shivering uncontrollably. They had to wrap me in covers. But we asked what his name was. Was he even, was he associated with the person that had left that didn't get the session, which he was? What happened to him? And was he ready to cross over? Let me just say, he was one eager spirit to speak, okay? Because not only was he loud and audible for us to hear him, when I was asking the questions with the pendulum, that thing was like, so he was like, no lie. I mean, so much energy, so much so that I had to put the damn pendulum down and like just take a few breaths, because it was a lot. It was a lot of energy. And then when we got to the point where we asked him, was he ready to cross over? And he was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that.
We ain't no spankers, y'all.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't never watched a scary movie before. This is the part where we run, not the part where we ask the motherfucker more questions. I knew because, like I said, I done already been to training with these ladies, so I know how it goes down. You hear me? But I just felt like I worked all damn day with the living. I'm not finna work all night with the dead. You hear me? So I'm like, listen, this better be the quickest crossover we ever seen in our life. They like, this is our duty as Galactic healer. I'm like, yeah. Let's just go on out here and get this shit over with, damn it.
But
because I'm hungry and sleepy.
Right, we all were. And then in the midst of us talking, we hear him in the background rushing us, like, y'all need to come on. Like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. Let us get it together. Let us get our plan together first. And we got you. But he was ready. And then
he was incredibly ready.
He was ready, but why when we get out there to cross his ass over, he's talking about, I don't know if I want to go.
I see, and that's that shit. And that's that shit I'm talking about.
So I'm gonna rewind before we go into that part, because you know what? He had made an appearance a couple days prior. See, it's not uncommon for any of us to see spirits. It's just not. So we were in the room, and of course, he was like, y'all just see that man walk behind me in a t-shirt? We like, probably, but nobody was paying attention. You know, we're just gonna ignore them. Hope they don't know that we know that they know that we can see them. If they don't know that we can see them, maybe they'll just leave us alone. So I'm going to say the guy did make appearance for a couple days. You know, he was outside one night when I tried to, you know, go have a session or a wind down. You know, he's out there just, once again, I don't see you. I know you see me seeing you, but I still don't see you. But before we called Iya the spiritual catalyst because of his experience. Because, you know, after that last session, when we found out that the last client had that entity attached to her, and we were having that meeting, you know, it was well into about 1 a.m. We had literally got up at maybe 6 that morning. We were exhausted. You know, we did try to go grab a bite to eat before evening session. So, you know, we were spent. Like, we hadn't slept because we were crying previously. You know, we were just kind of drained. So, you know, we're sitting there, and in the midst of us speaking about, you know, what happens when people come in and they have things attached to them or things that we'll have to assist in clearing out. This is Iya. Huh? What you said? Oh my God, that is the loudest I've ever. What are you saying? What are you saying right now? So, we're like, oh shit.
It's too many of y'all
Literally.
talking. Everybody can't talk and wait. You better tell everybody around you to be quiet, because in a minute I'm about to walk away. I ain't got time for this. What you trying to say now? Hello?
It was insane. But just imagine someone doing this and hearing spirits, and all of a sudden you hear come through like a radio. He was so strong. He was so strong. The poltergeist is real. When they come in through that radio static and they start speaking, baby, it's gonna change your life. I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
We were shocked.
And that's
We
when
looked
me
at
and
each
Twitter
other.
look at each other.
Shocked. Like, what?
What is happening? But yeah, we did. We went through all the experiences when he finally started channeling, and he came through so strong. That's when everyone, our gifts literally started to amplify, activate, and awaken in that moment. So, Eternal's feeling, Iya's feeling and hearing, and me, all of a sudden I just start seeing, just seeing the whole thing when he's telling his story about how he died and what happened. The first thing that, came into mind is me seeing the entire thing play out on the beach where he lost his life. And I'm like, it's really happening. Like, what's really going on? But, that was pretty intense. And then he finally got us to cross him over. And that's when we went outside. So I'll let one of y'all speak on how it went when we went outside after Iya has clearly made it be known that we are not Ghostbusters and it's nighttime and we're tired and this nigga need to find somebody else.
Right. So when we went outside, mind you, we weren't just feeling or seeing one soul. That whole backyard was full of spirits that potentially wanted to cross over, wanted to speak.
They was in line. We didn't even know.
They was ready.
It's crazy.
But we all went outside. We stood on the ground. I think most of us had our shoes off, standing in the grass.
Uh-huh.
And we just started talking to him. Ray was hearing him. I was hearing him. Well, I was really feeling him, but when I feel, I could also hear as well. So what I was feeling was that he was afraid he didn't want to leave his family, basically. He felt like he was still here physically, like you and I are today. And so Ray was telling him how, you're not necessarily leaving your family, you're still with them. And that's really what made him not be so scared to cross over. But it was like a rush of feelings that all of us experienced right before he crossed over. And then as soon as he took that step into that light, actually, I think Ray walked him up to the line. And once he took that step over into the light, everybody was just relieved. It was like, we all was like, oh my God, finally. It was draining. It was a very draining experience, but it was a very beautiful experience too.
Mm-hmm. Now, while they sat out there and cried, I said, okay, good night, y'all. I got to go. I got to go. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Because that kind of shit happens every day. So understand. In training, we went through that day in, day out in training. So I already knew what time it was. First day out the gate, I'm like, I'm going to need my rest. Because if this kind of shit don't be going on till July, I wish I could cry for him, but I got to go catch some sleep now. I say, because I already know what type of time it's about to be. And it definitely was. So I think that's another magical thing, being around people with your same gifts and stuff like that, and other gifts, and everybody's getting to see people use their spiritual gifts up close and personal is amazing.
Yeah, that was just right out the gate, but we also experienced a lot in every other city we stepped our toes into.
That was just the beginning.
We had a trick to the next city. The next city was
Every
Houston.
state had somebody waiting for us. Every state. Every state.
We're not gonna talk about how, listen, let's talk about magical things happen with the Galactic Healer Federation. I mean, I don't know about nobody else, but for us around here, magical shit happens every day. One of the most major magical things that has been going on is every single state we went to, it did what, y'all?
Rain.
It rained in
Real
every
rain.
single state. Now, if that ain't source's seal of a motherfucking approval, I don't know what is, children. I don't know what is. I'm gonna tell you this: them angels and them ancestors, the highest vibrational frequency, them higher selves was there. They made sure that we knew every single state that, lo, I'll be with you always. They were with us every single state. Now, some people could say that's coincidence, but y'all, it was raining in states that it had not rained in forever. Okay? Every single state we went to, that's once a week since this tour has started, we have had a downpour of rain. Okay? Now, I don't know how many of you know, like Teresa Caputo, that's the Long Island medium, right? I don't know how many of you watch and have ever heard of her before, but she's an amazing medium, right? Amazingly gifted woman. And in her book, she talked about how when she first started out her journey as a medium, it would rain during every single spiritual and special event in her life, okay? So pay attention to the elements with the work that you're doing as well. This is the most magical thing about it. It didn't only rain in every state that we went into. The weeks that we were off of tour, it still rained. The weeks that we were apart from each other, meaning Fenyxx was in LA. We all in separate places. Auntie Sunny one place, you know, Auntie Fenyxx, Auntie Camille, Auntie, you know, Auntie Iya, Auntie Ray somewhere else, right? It still rained in every single state we were in individually. So don't tell me what my sisters is and what they motherfucking ain't, because these are some of the most magical. Like I say, I can't speak for nobody else, but I can tell you these ones here certified and justified, okay? Because baby, let me tell you something. We done, them elements done been on 100,000. Am I wrong or am I right?
You right.
We
Right.
start listen now. Realizing it was raining is one thing. That's one level of consciousness. But when we started realizing why it was fucking raining, it went to another motherfucking level. Because baby, when we start collecting that thunderstorm water and collecting that goddamn rain water and collecting that damn moon water, let me tell you, it has taken every single one of us to a whole new level. We on a whole nother level with this, boy. If you don't think that these gifts are amplified, activated, and awakened, then I'm sorry for you. Because I'm telling you, we are here in Nassau, Bahamas, and guess what? I say, guess what? I say we brought the rain with us then. Okay? So it's been amazing, ladies.
And that's just what we've experienced thus far. So as y'all know, we've been on a little break from tour, but we starting back up bright and early Monday morning.
That's right.
And so our next cities are, drum roll please. Where y'all going? where y'all gonna be at Monday?
We're gonna be in New York.
New York.
Hey, concrete jungle wedding I'm made of. It's nothing we can't do. Now we're in New York. Hey.
So it's New York, Monday through Friday, and then the next city is
Detroit.
Detroit. Detroit. Hey, I say, nah, nah, bitch, back up on me. I say, oh, yeah, bitch, back up on me, back up on me. Hey.
and then after Detroit, you got what?
Chicago.
No, I'm just playing.
Chicago. Coming.
I say
Yeah.
Chi-Town.
New York, Detroit, Chicago, and then
Ending in Minneapolis.
we'll be taking care of Minnesota.
Yes.
So we got officially 4 weeks left of the tour. 4 weeks.
They gonna put them hands up, but 2 nails missing. 4.
4.
Book your
Look
sessions
different.
now if you want to have a
4.
session while we are on tour. Well, while they are on the road, I'm gonna be at home. So let me talk a little bit about what's gonna go on with the Reiki. So all Reiki will be distant sessions. So what'll happen with that is you will get an email from me that will tell you, it's gonna have a video attached to it of a guided meditation. This guided meditation is what I use for every client on the road after we went to LA. I started after we went to LA. So as we traveled, like things just started to expand and change, and it was beautiful. So you'll have that video. You use that video as often as you like. And then you will also receive distance Reiki. However, I will not be sending reports unless you request them. All of the instructions are in the email. Remember, check your emails if you got a session booked. It's gonna come from Eternal Sunshine's email address. And then if you have any further questions from there, just reply to that email and I got you.
Turn up for your city. Come on, Chi-Town, Detroit, New York. We out here. Make sure y'all show up. Let's do big numbers. Let's take this. Minnesota. It's Minnesota, right, y'all?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Make sure y'all show up for Ray. She coming home. That's her home state. Y'all better show out for y'all girls. Show up, Detroit. You already know Detroit. Show up and show out. The tour is ending. We going out with a bang, okay? I want everybody, all my family, if you have not booked a session, make sure you go book a session today. www.astro.einstein.as.me. We'll make sure we leave the link in the description or in the comments after this live is over. But I want my family to show up in a major way. Chicago, you guys are neighbors to us. You guys are family to us. Make sure you show up in a major way as well, okay? And then those of you that are coming out for the June retreat. So Astro Einstein is still doing retreats in the Bahamas. You can definitely sign up for a retreat if you're looking for the all-around experience. If you want your regression with Astro Einstein, you can come to Nassau, Bahamas. Go ahead and visit the Astro Einstein business page right now for more information on the next retreat that's coming up. If it's not posted, make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, ladies? You're like, no, come see us.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how everybody can prepare for their sessions, because not everybody has shown up prepared. So
that's cool. Go ahead, Fenyxx. Or you want to go?
Yeah, no, I just had to do the little face for y'all, the ones who knew. I love y'all. I love y'all with my whole heart. I do. I'll be excited to see y'all. I do. But some of y'all come on up through these doors. Let me see. What's that? Creative play. I ain't did that in 20 years. I was supposed to do what? I was supposed to meditate. Who? Look, I love y'all, but just know that we can take you to the water, but we can't make you drink. With this being said, as you will know, if you had a consultation with us or Astro or any of us during this time frame that we've been on tour, this is your experience, yours. We don't have the experience for you. And in order for you to have the experience you are looking for, you must come in with the intention, number one, of that. Because everything must be set with intention. But then y'all just make sure y'all do y'all work. There are links to your email that you get for a reason. Don't disregard them. It's not spam. It's an assignment. Make sure you're doing your Hemi Sing. Make sure that you are tapping into that right brain, that creativity, whether you just paint a picture, go outside in the grass, hug a tree, take some time for yourself to connect. Don't wait till the drive over and then you all frustrated because you had to find a place to park and you don't know what's going on. And the first time you went in 2 years is when you sit down in front of me. I mean, I know that sometimes life can happen that way, and we are parents and we are counselors and we are providers, and we have to take care of our households and live in this 3D matrix and deal with people who don't even know that they in the 3D world. So, I know it's a lot, but just make sure that you all know that this experience is for you. It's an experience that you've set up for yourself to have so that you can get information that you need to assist you in getting to your next level in life, whatever that next level is. So make sure that you're putting in the time for yourself. Make sure that you're doing the work. Make sure that you are excited. A lot of y'all come in and be leery. You be leery of the experience before you have it. You put so many expectations on what you want, you can't even enjoy it for what it really is. So to that, I just say be open-minded. Just know that you are not going to leave the same way that you came in any way, shape, or form or fashion. And just put in the work so that you can have the amazing, life-changing experience that you have created for yourself for this lifetime. That's what I'm going to say about that. As y'all can see, I'm losing light. It's going.
I put the pretty stuff around my name. I forgot to put the pretty stuff up there. I just finally did it. Okay. So also, you ever heard of automatic writing, y'all? You can do automatic writing too. That's a really great exercise to do to just practice losing your mind, literally. Really just practice being in your right brain where you're not trying to control, overthink. You know what? It's some people that have done some amazing automatic writing. You get to writing words. That's when you write words without thought. Now you're not, the only intention you're setting here is the intention to hear from spirit. So you start writing words and writing those words and writing those words, and you'll be surprised. After you're done and you got a whole paragraph, you might go back in there like a crossword puzzle and find a message from spirit directly for you. Okay. So not only are you ready for your session, but you also got a message and you're prepared, right? So that's another great right brain activity. Either way, just make sure you're ready, because we ready. We stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. We are ready to help facilitate your healing. Some of you have been waiting years, months, decades, lifetime even for the healing that you're going to get. So please know, You know, I joke a lot and I love to laugh, and that is just my personality as a sage soul, right? However, when you step into my room, I am very, very, very serious about your healing. And so is my sister Fenyxx, and so is my sister Goddess Inanna. We know that we have contracted with you to make sure that we help you to remove something that no longer serves your highest and greatest good. So listen, guys, we are what you call modern day metaphysicians is what we are, because there is something that needs to be removed from your soul. And it could have been in your soul's DNA for lifetimes, okay? You may think that you're just that angry ass person because you just an angry ass person, and nobody bet not say shit to you, right? Because that's how you feel, and it feels really natural. But then you could have a quantum healing session with one of my sisters or myself and get up the happiest motherfucker you ever been in your life. Now you got to go out from there and find out what happy people do every day. You got to learn yourself all over again. So we do expect you to feel completely different when you leave out of the room for us, because we are aware that something is being taken away, but it's a good something, okay? Nothing to be afraid of, because we're not doing the butcher's cuts around here. When we cut you, it's a surgeon's cut. It's a cut with precision. It's a cut with intention. And we're being very, very deliberate about what needs to be moved. And that's where our spiritual gifts come in, because while you're in the regression, Spirit is telling us what it is that you need healing from. And actually, Spirit uses your mouth. You just become a conduit for your higher self. You become an open channel for yourself to tell yourself your story, okay? And you got to be able to feel those same emotions you felt in that lifetime when you experienced that trauma, because you cannot heal what you won't feel. So our jobs is to help you feel. When Eternal Sunshine came in for your Reiki session, all she was doing was helping you feel and giving you everything you need. Your sessions were here to help you feel, because if you can feel it, you can heal it. So what we do is we strategically help you to remove that thing that no longer serves your highest and greatest good. And it could be something that absolutely is making you think that you are one way or the other. Don't define yourself. You are an infinite being. Who are you when that anger is removed? Who are you when that guilt is no longer with you? Who are you when you face that trauma and overcome it? Because that's the person we want to walk out of our room. And in order for that to happen, you got to prepare yourself. So like my sister said, go ahead and hemisync, go ahead and meditate. Even if it feels like it's not working, just the simple fact that you told the universe and you put out there that you wanted to prepare is preparation. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's just what it is. So do your work, because let me tell you, we are ready, and we're going to hold up our end of the contract. We're going to be there Monday, and we're going to be there in Detroit, and we're going to be there in Chicago. We're going to show up. Will you? Are you? Some of y'all watching this and you haven't had a session this year. Is your healing worth the plane ticket? Is your healing? Is your manifestation? Is your heritage? Is your legacy worth it? Because, honey, we sign, seal, and deliver. Okay? And we want you to be the same. So don't sit on that little $300 something. How much is your healing worth to you? Because that is a seed that you are planting. That's a seed that's going to grow and it's going to germinate, and one day it's going to blossom through the ground. And we want you to get everything that has your name on it. Some of you are not abundant. You're not living an abundant life. Some of you are in a spirit of lack. Some of you are still in fear. Some of you have old things in your heart you ain't released. Some of you are not living. Okay, some of you are just merely existing, and we are your sisters, okay? And we are reaching out to you with the same way somebody reached to us, because we done all had to have sessions before too. We still releasing stuff. We ain't perfect. I done just not goddamn told y'all that they had to damn near to break up a fight, okay? So we ain't perfect, but we imperfectly perfect, and we stand in our divine sovereignty, whichever way it shows. It chooses to manifest today. Ain't that right, y'all? Whether it chooses to manifest as light or dark, either way, thy will be done, right?
Because there will be balance. If there is nothing else, there will be balance. And we're not telling you nothing that we wouldn't do ourselves or haven't done ourselves. For my session, when I knew that it was time and I was called, I literally booked a plane ticket and flew across the country. And not only did I fly across the country, I got in a car and drove another 4 hours to get exactly what I needed. So I made the journey for myself because I know that I'm worth it. And in this lifetime, this was going to propel me to the next level. And I'm here standing in all my grace and glory to let you know that I did it because I put myself first, because this lifetime is yours and yours only. So just remember to put yourself first. If you feel called for your healing, there is a reason why you are being called. And I just implore you and tell you, please do not miss your call, because you are fearful of something as small as money or a babysitter or a job. Whatever it is, do what you got to do to get to your healing. There's an appointment that you set for yourself. Do not miss your appointment, because you do not know when it will come back. You do not know when you have set the cards up again for you to get this type of healing. A lot of people didn't know what was waiting for them when they walked through our doors. There were people who originally booked for Astro sitting in front of us and then got up and said, you know what, that was everything that I needed. You spoke to my soul from the moment I walked in here to the moment I'm leaving. I know so much more about myself. Don't look at how your healing's going to come. Just keep the why in your mind on why you got to get it. It's as simple as that. Do what must need to be done, because what I don't want to hear from you all is, oh, I wanted to get a quantum healing so bad, but this happened and I couldn't get the time off of work, or I just didn't have the money because I waited to the last minute. If you put the intention there, creation spirit will open up the doors to get exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. So move that and get what you need so you can get where you got to go and do what the fuck you got to do. You got a mission. You are being called in this lifetime. Please do not miss your calling, because you were fearful of something that is just 3D balanced. And I love you.
And I want to make a point. I want to make a point to go back to what Iya said. Your life, we all know this, your life will not be the same once you get up off the bed, the couch, or whatever it is you laying on after your session. So things will change. You won't, some people leave the experience a whole new person, and that sends them into a panic or depression because they don't know how to handle it. So keep in mind that you're going to have to be patient with yourself, kind, gentle to yourself, or with yourself after your sessions. Things will continue to come to you. Memories will continue to come to you. Journal. Continue to meditate. Continue to hemisync. Continue on your journey the same way you prepared after your session. That's really, really important.
Very.
That's such a great point. That's such a great point. Because you got to keep in mind, we are saying, and our intention is that blockages be removed. So if a block that was there is not there, then I mean you're not blocked. What happens when you're not blocked? Information flows. Things come in. We say that you were amplifying, activating, and awakening your spiritual gifts, however many of them we were contracted to help you do. That means there's an amplification that happens. What does amplify mean? To get louder, more of, okay? So this makes perfect sense what Sunshine is saying, because you will be able to hear clear. That's what's supposed to happen, right? But I think what's just more important than anything is just stay connected to your tribe, because you're not the only one. We're all still navigating this too. So that's not the time to retract or retreat. That's the time to make sure you stay connected. We still have connection with a lot of you all. I've linked up Facebook wise, Fenyxx Eternal, Goddess Anana as well. We've linked up with you on Facebook, wise, Twitter, on all these different social media. Stay connected to your tribe and you'll be just fine.
So we got one question in the chat. The question is, can you explain free or automatic writing a little bit more?
Yeah, that's all that there is to it. There's nothing else to it but to do it. You said it yourself, free writing, be free. Don't be restricted by your thought. Remember, to do automatic writing is a right brain activity. The left brain is the part of your brain that you analyze, you think, you put things together, you hustle. That's where the grind comes from, your motor skills, all of those types of things, right? The left brain is very, very necessary, right? However, when you come in to get a session like a regression done or quantum healing, your left brain, while you are very conscious of where you are and what's going on, your right brain is just coming into balance. That's what the hemi sync is about. It syncs the left and the right side of your brain. Basically, it's giving the right side of your brain just as much permission to be active as the left side. The left side don't need permission. We are trained. We even some of us programmed even to only always be in that part of ourselves. Some of us ain't thinkers. We overthinkers. We don't analyze, we overanalyze, you know, and we overly doing, you know, and we've been taught to be these machines and pumping and worrying and this and that all the time. So like Fenyxx said earlier, some of you just haven't even given yourselves a break. You don't even know what it means. Some of y'all ain't slept in so long that when I put you on the beach, you fall asleep. I mean, it's snoring. I had to bring one person.
Snoring and everything.
Stay there with me. Stay there with me. Where you going? Hey, you're there. Excuse me. We're in a regression. Sis ain't slept in years. Sis said, "Oh yeah, I'm back, girl. I'm back. I'm back. Go ahead. Let's get this." I say, you know what? I say, if you doze off one more time, I swear to God, if you doze off one more time up in here. Say, girl, I ain't getting no rest, girl. I'm here. I'm on the beach. Okay. Beach, water. Got it. Check. I'm like, and you're not going to rush me along either. You're not going to rush me either. Because you're ready to get home and go to sleep now that you don't relax in the last, you know, for the first time in 10 years. So, you know, get your rest too now. Get your rest too. If you can, get your rest too. Okay, because we don't want to have to be down there with the damn the singing bowls, the goddamn tuning forks trying to bing and wake you up and shit, you know.
Another thing I want to remind you all, because like my sister said, we are metaphysicians. However, this is not your typical doctor's appointment. You will not be in and out. So I know a lot of people assume that because you have that clock in, clock out time, that little window, that you could plan 15 other things for your day. Let me just let you know, that time slot that you booked your healing for is simply a time slot to get you in the door, because we can only take so many people a day. However, once you are in the spaceship, there is no time. Okay? I'm gonna say that again. There is no time frame or limit. We cannot put a clock on spirit. I'm not getting my ass whooped because you were supposed to get this healing and you talking about you going to go get a massage after because you're gonna be so relaxed and it's gonna be your day. However spirit moves is how we have to move on our part as healers. Expect to be with us for at least 3, possibly 4 hours. When you come get your healing, you with us. Okay, we don't got no time. We're moving.
I got a cramp.
Many of y'all that came in here and been like, God damn, I got here at 10. It's about 1 year. I don't know why it's 1, but did you have an amazing time? That's all we want to know. Did you get your healing? Did you get understanding and clarity? That's we don't know time. We just know healing, okay? So I'm just gonna let y'all know, because I know a lot of people could have possibly had a complaint because they thought they was gonna have a day out on the town and they were gonna see some sights. Look at it, we can't go see no sights and have a day on the town because we healing, then you gonna come in here and get your healing, okay? So just know that 2-hour window is just a technicality to get you into your spot, because we are all only able to take so many spots because there are only so many hours of the day. And when I say we work from sun up to sun up, we do. We get up at 6 a.m. and sometimes our day doesn't end until 5 a.m. Not that we're in sessions till 5 a.m. However, there are still things that we need to do on the back end to make sure that not only that we're prepared, but there's administrative things that we do. There are things that we do to get you to make sure that you're set up for the next day. We have entities and things coming in to try to get our time during the magic hour. We have to self-care and self-preserve ourselves as well to make sure that we fill up our cup so that we have enough to pour for y'all. So just know, it's not going to be a speedy thing when you come see any of us, okay? And I still love you, and that massage still going to be there when you leave, just maybe not at the same time, okay?
Listen,
But yeah,
stop
just
playing,
know
stop
that-
playing. Y'all ain't never did nothing with no black people that was spiritual and you got out of there on time. No damn way. Nigga, no, this ain't the white church. This the black church right here. You know once you come in here, you don't know
7
when you
a.m.
go.
to 7 p.m.
Okay? You don't know. And like Fenyxx said, sometimes that thing gets so good, you wake up and it's 7 o'clock in the goddamn, or you don't know where you've been. You've been on a spaceship, like she said. No, we just joking. Ain't nobody never lasted that long. But yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times, fun times. So after we get done with these 4 weeks, let's talk about what we're going to be doing after the tour. Because we got a little time before training. So in that time before training, guess what, y'all? If you want a session, meet us in Alabama. Bring your ass. We here.
Hey, we will still be working after tour, guys. We still will be doing regressions after tour, but we're going to be stationary. We're going to be stationary in Alabama, okay? So we will be still taking and doing quantum healing sessions, all right? But you'll actually have to commute to us in Alabama, all right? So we're still going to be working. We're still going to be doing the Reiki and all of those amazing things, okay? So we are still, if you didn't get a chance to book a session during the tour, you can still individually message us. We're going to set up, we'll have a link set up for us before tour is off, and you'll still be able to get your quantum healing before training starts.
Sure.
And we're going to be working on our classes, because in the University of Astro Einstein, I don't know if that's how I'm going to name it, but we are all teachers. We are all teachers. Some of you, a lot of you know this. A lot of us are teachers even now. I have a class right now that I do, Awakening the Goddess class, teaching spiritual sovereignty. I'll let each one of the other ladies talk about what they do. But we are teachers, and we will all be teaching individual classes that we are so excited about. Okay, so for myself, because we're gonna just probably go around here and just talk about our classes and everything like that. Some of us have several classes, all right? But we're just kind of talking about what we are going to be doing. Okay, so these are not going to all start at the same time, but these are classes that you can expect. All right, so first up, some of you know that have been following me, and you know that I was a certified Reiki master under my spiritual mother. I also received attunements during our training as well, for Reiki as well. So I am a Reiki master, guys. I do work with energy healing. I have a very beautiful layout that Spirit has given me on how to teach people what this form of hands-on healing is. not just what it is, but in a way where you can understand. Okay, there are so many other Reiki courses and classes and amazing teachers out there, but not so much like Iya. Okay, anybody that's ever been in a class of mine, you know that I like to break things down to where even a child can understand. Okay, so we're gonna take a dive into this beautiful ancient modality, and we're gonna discover ways that we can self-heal, ways that we can heal our family and the world around us. And we're going to dive into different techniques on that. I'll also be teaching numerology, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Some of you know that I do have a YouTube channel. Since the tour started, let me tell you, I put all my attention here. But I will be going back there. My YouTube channel is the Numero Uno. Why? Because numbers literally is my first love. I love astrology, but I'm of the mindset that numerology is astrology's equal in so many ways. And spirit has led me into the path of numbers, okay? And so I will be talking all things numbers in the Academy or the University of Astro Einstein Galactic Healer Federation. So that's my class. I'm gonna turn it over to my sisters. Don't everybody speak at once. Jesus.
Oh, I will be taking on the chakras and the auras. So I will be discussing chakra beginners class, intermediate, and advanced. But first, we're gonna start with beginners. We ain't trying to do advanced yet because we gotta get the basics. Gotta get the basics first. So my course will be chakra and aura 101. So we'll combine the two because if you know, like anybody else knows, each chakra produces energy, which is a layer associated with your aura. So that's why we're going to do the course together. We're going to put the two together. So yeah, we're going to have a good time learning all about the chakras, where they're located, what body functions they're over, body parts. Talk a little bit about anatomy of the body because that's important to understand, and anatomy of the aura and the aura bodies as well. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. Hope y'all are excited too.
Yeah, and that's gonna be an amazing class, sis, because what they need to understand, what they better know, is they're not just spirit, soul, and body, but they have multiple bodies, right, sis? And that's a part of that aura. That affects that aura and them chakras as well. The mental body, causal body, Akashic body, Buddhic body, Messianic body, everybody.
And see, a lot of people think
goddamn aura and chakra class.
They think we just got 7 chakras. No, that's just the main chakras. That's that line. Mm-hmm. We have chakras on the outside of our bodies. We have meridians that go off into each chakras. We have chakras in our hands, in our feet, in our ears, but that's more advanced stuff. But in the beginner's course, we're gonna talk about them 7 main chakras, but we're gonna get into the other ones, you know, in intermediate and advanced. Okay.
Now, I had to paint the picture for you with the beautiful greenery because I will be bringing things to you, all herbology. Everything that has to do with herbs by way of magical uses, medical uses, and health uses when it comes to herbs and herbology. If you don't know a little bit about me, I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, and I had the pleasure at a very young age, at age 7, to meet the master teacher, Dr. Alfredo. You know him as Dr. Sebi. I've been knowing Dr. Sebi ever since I was little. His main office was literally around the corner from my house. All of my family visited his shops. We've had way of counseling, learning all things to do with herbs and alkaline living I've had the privilege to learn and study from the master teacher himself. So with that being said, I will be cultivating a beginner's, intermediate, and advanced class when it has to do with herbology and living an alkaline life, incorporating herbs into your daily life by way of magic, ritual, alchemy, health, physical ailments. Everything can literally be cured with something that comes from this earth. And it's going to be my job to give you a little insight on that and to give it a little twist, because I am who I am. I will also be incorporating spiritual tools or spiritual technology by way of psilocybin, cannabis, and others. And I'm just going to say others because, yeah, it's for class. So just know that I will be breaking down things that you can take to assist you in your spiritual awakening by way of a little cheat code, I would say. It was just to give you a different experience. So we're going to be diving into cannabis. Cannabis is not just something that you do for fun. It is an ancient spiritual tool, and it has a purpose, like everything else. Psilocybin, also known as magic mushrooms, is a spiritual technology, a very ancient one that's been here since the dawn of time. You can literally see kinetic people in the pyramids taking mushrooms by way to receive information. It is something that allows us to get into divine alignment. I was speaking on that. I will also be speaking on DMT, ayahuasca, and some other things, but that is going to be one of my main courses. I am also going to be facilitating a shadow work intensive, inner child healing intensive, so that we all know how to tap into our shadow selves. Your shadow isn't a bad thing. It's just something that needs to be incorporated, because it's literally the parts of you that you choose to deny. And usually next to your shadow is the inner child. They work in tandem with each other. And I am going to teach you how to go and retrieve your shadow and your inner child and incorporate them back into your light body self, so that you may create a balance within yourself, because we all know it's all love and light until it's not. We're not always supposed to be happy-go-lucky all the time. There is a time and a place for everything. It's just to be able to know what that is, allow yourself to move through the emotions we're going to go through as humans and have the experiences that we're going to have. So those are just a little few tidbits on the things that I will be assisting and bringing to you all in the school of wizardry and wonder, also known as Astro Einstein's University. So
Well, you
I
know
look
what?
forward to presenting that information to y'all.
It's so funny you should say that, because yes, that is, you got a little wrong there, because that is the Galactic school, but the wizardry side and the magic side is where I say who, what, and how is where we come in. Okay, so we are also going to be having our own because those are the classes that we're doing individually, right? But I say round cheer, we be in unity, baby. You hear me? So we do have a collective effort that we're going to be doing in a collective class that we're going to have of our own, which is going to be our own Harry Potter school. We're going to have our own school together, the Galactic Healer, for the healers of the Galactic Healer Federation. We're going to have our own school.
She cut out on us.
Am I back?
You're back. I see you. We hear you.
Okay. Look at them spirits. See, they was just saying amen. That's all. They was just saying amen. Confirming. Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna have our own, like, let's say magical school, ladies and gentlemen, where we're teaching you these things that we're talking to you about. So how do you deal with being able to hear spirits and ancestors who are speaking to you that are not in this dimension. How do you do that? All things magic. I'm gonna zip my lips right there because we don't really want to talk too much about that. But yeah, we are going to have a very beautiful melanated, our own version of what Hogwarts is, that what they call it? So we want you to definitely be and stay tuned for that. There are so many people that are interested in magic and just really need guidance, and all of us are so well versed in it. We are definitely some amazing magicians, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. Hey, look, so we're excited about that too. As well as training. We'll be a training too. Training, and we'll be assisting with training in October.
Training gonna be litty.
It's gonna be the best.
But just so y'all know, be prepared, because this shit ain't gonna be easy. Okay?
Prepare. No, for real though.
For real.
So please don't think that you're coming to skate on through, because you're gonna skate yourself right on up out the door. No, I'm just playing, but just know that you're gonna have to put in some work in all measures. This is going to test you. It is going to show your commitment not only to what you believe you're called to do, but also to yourself. So just know that you have a lot to look forward to for training, and we're going to make sure we deliver in all aspects.
So we got one question. How long is training? Training is going to be a month long.
But when you come to our university, you're gonna be in there
Forever. Oh, but for real, I expect to walk into the door, be ready for teamwork, be ready, this is gonna be, you're gonna be tested from the time you walk in the door and beyond. Don't think that once training is done, that the test stops. It ain't never gonna happen. We still being tested, okay? On many, many levels.
No, that's a damn truth. She is absolutely correct. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see you there. I'm excited for those of you who did apply, and we were here. Astro was doing interviews and talking to you guys and telling you the information and also what to expect and setting expectations. And I'm just excited. I'm grateful that those of you who did choose to be trained, that you did, because we could definitely use the help. Okay. We're all for it. Listen, as you all grow and as this grow, we grow, right? So we want as many people as we can to come, because as you all come, Spirit does what? Spirit promotes us. We're being prepared for the next level in our testing and training and pulling. So don't think that you guys are the only ones who are going to be there being tested. We are also going to continuously be tested. We also have a hell of a responsibility as well, because it's one thing to be sitting there listening. It's another side when you turn into the actual teacher. So we actually are preparing ourselves now so that we can deliver with power, with love, and with clarity, and so that you all have everything you need, so that when it's your time and your turn to work in this capacity, that the work continues and that the mission continues, because that is our number one responsibility here. That is what we contracted to help Astro Einstein do, to teach others so that this modality can reach the masses, and we cannot do that without you. So contrary to popular belief, we welcome quantum healers, okay? Because we're here to do our job. We're not just quantum healers anymore. We're teachers. We can't teach if we ain't got nobody to teach, okay? You don't show up, right? So we are here to welcome you with open arms, and we're going to do the best job that we can so that you are fully equipped and prepared. And we're going to support in whatever capacity that Astro uses or chooses to use us in, even if it's just there for us to be support, for us there to teach a class, for us there to have to be there for you all. So however Spirit chooses for us to show up, we're going to be just fine with that. Right, ladies?
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
I'm
we
super
also got
excited.
some people to thank too, right, Felicia? Don't we got people to say thank you to?
Oh, absolutely. So we want
Yes.
to first, we have been gifted and loved on so much while on the road. So we want to give a big shout out to Karen Darby. She brought us cake
Thank you,
and we
Karen.
had cards, and she just loved on us. I think she came through like how many times? 2, 3 times?
Look, Karen
A
brought the
few
whole week,
times.
okay? In Tampa, Karen brought everybody she knew to come get a session. When I say commitment and knowing that this type of work needs to reach the masses, Karen understood her assignment, and we love you for it because Karen had
so much.
everybody coming in, auntie, husband, niece, children, grandchildren, co-workers, they all came in, and she loved on us so much, and we just want to say thank you, Karen. We love you.
And then I wasn't in Little Rock. Was this in Little Rock when Jerry brought y'all food?
No, that was in
Philadelphia.
Okay,
No,
well,
Baltimore.
yeah.
Baltimore.
And I still wasn't
Baltimore.
there. So I missed out on the food. So, but
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. We love you.
and then we have Miss Tracy, who is Tanya Howard's mom.
Yes.
I gotta show y'all what she did first. It was so sweet.
Tracy McLeod. Tracy, I think, so amazing.
Tracy, we love you.
Made us pillows.
Yes, she did.
So this is a pillow with all of our names on it. It's probably backwards, but you got Astro, Einstein on there, Iya, Fenyxx, Inanna, and myself, Sunshine. We are the Furious Five, your Galactic Killer team as of now. So that's just a commemorative pillow for us. And then we have one for Astro himself. And then we got this one. They are so comfy, y'all. And so beautifully made.
So genuine. Such a genuinely sweet, amazing woman. For bringing it up. She's spoken to my life. She's spoken to Goddess Anana's life. She spoke over all of us. Protection and love, most of all. You know, people like Tracy McLeod and her daughter, those individuals, Tanya Howard, they've been around in the community and in the tribe for a very long time. Those names right there are older names. Those are people that have been supporting Astro for a very long time. And they were able to see from Astro going by himself doing this to training and having so many people all around him. All of these people come in and soak in the knowledge and soak in the training, and then to walk out and basically, because he had some bad press, they decided that things got too smoky and things got too rocky. Be very careful and pay very careful attention to who is there when the smoke clears. Because ladies and gentlemen, this type of test has got your name on it. If you're going to do any type of work and be in alignment, there's going to be somebody somewhere with their name in your mouth that don't mean you well. That's not speaking highly of you, okay? You got to be ready for that. Just here recently, you've seen them, those who were in the tribe and are part of the dynasty. You guys see that it's an ongoing thing as well, okay? People are not always going to like us. They're not going to always understand us. There are a lot of people who don't like us simply because of the positions that we're in, because we're in a position of leadership. But they don't know that, number one, we are not new to spirituality. I've been spiritually awakened since 2006. These ladies that you see on here, we are very seasoned in our gifts. We're very seasoned in our knowledge and understanding of spirit and angels and just okay, listen. Everything that is popular now is popular. Now it's a trend. Now the angel numbers are the best thing that ever happened to anybody. But when I first started seeing numbers and when the universe started communicating to me through numbers, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. This was years ago. It wasn't a good thing. It wasn't like 11:11. You know how everybody be so, because it's trendy now. It was a thing where, you know, we were in spirituality where we didn't know what the hell was going on. And it wasn't much direction. We had to look to our forefathers and the first waivers. I don't know how many of you follow Dolores Cannon, but she talks about the waves of volunteers. The waves of volunteers. I would go as far as to say the ones that are just now waking up within the last year or 2 years, those people, you guys are like third and fourth waivers. Okay. I would say your first waivers would be the Sabies and the Queen of Fools and the Dr. Kifas, and those are the first waivers. Whatever, I think I can't remember. You know, I'm trying to think of the preachers, but anyway, those are the first waivers that are elders. Those of us waking up around 2006, around that time, we're second waivers. Like I always say, we ain't new to this, we true to this. Some people covet.
Absolutely.
They covet what you have and they want your position. Some people only want to be healers because they feel like that guarantees them a spot with Astro. Let the church say amen. Some of them just want the lights, the cameras, and it's the lights, action, Hollywood. Because now it's a popular thing. Now it is an attractive thing to be a Galactic Healer Federation person. It wasn't attractive when niggas was dragging that man's name through the mud. Some of y'all didn't even hit like on the post that the nigga was making back then when that was going on. It was so damn hot in the kitchen. Niggas got the hell on. I say they got what? The hell on. And we seen that, and we still love every last one of y'all. Like, you know, like it's our last day to love. We love you. But also, we're not going to be patronized, and we're not going to be made to feel any kind of way because we actually rode through the storm. We day runners, and we are ride or diers. Don't you dare ever tell any of my sisters that they got to dim their light, nigga, when you wasn't there when they ain't have one. So just because you think that you a big green healing machine and all, they ain't seen no healing till when I heal. Come on, Cletus. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't the energy to approach healing and spirituality in no way. I could have sworn to say in the kingdom, you better come like a little child. I don't care how long I have been in spirituality. I knew how to sit at Astro's feet and learn. I knew how to sit at Mamona's feet and learn. I would have never bucked up at them and said, man, I could be doing what you're doing better than you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so you guys don't know the ends of what we've been through just because we were the ones who stood with Astro. So I just want us to all love one another. And please, let's stop with the division. Let's stop with the contention. Let's stop with the separation. Let's stop with the backbiting. Let's stop with the tearing each other down. Let's stop with the gossiping. Let's stop with all of these things that are not in alignment and according to our highest and greatest good. Let's stop it, y'all. We are the collective, right? But that collective is made up of individuals. So we are all here. Let's get on one accord and alignment because we're not each other's enemies. We're not each other's enemies. The real enemy is the inner me. Some of y'all real pissed at yourselves, and then you direct it toward me and think I'm gonna take that shit. Y'all belong to me. That is yours. Return to sender. And old Iya and old Sunny and old Fenyxx know how to do that real good. So don't send no shit that you don't mind bouncing back into the motherfucking front of your forehead. Because you will get it what? You will get it what? Right back. All we accept is loving soul ties in this life, in the next life, and every single lifetime that's to come from there. That's all we accept. And we stand in our divine sovereignty, and we are not going to dim our goddamn life because the shit too bright for you. You better find another Facebook page to go on because all it is for us is up from here. So all of that sideline hate, get out of Astro inbox talking shit, or you know what, I welcome you. Go right fucking ahead. Because I'm going to tell you who Astro loves. I'm going to tell you what God loves. I say, Jesus loves the little children. All the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. You're going to be frustrated as hell trying to figure out why a month later and 10 years later, we still here right by his front side. Hi, guys. Don't waste your time. Stop wasting your time. What a lot of y'all need to get is if we can't feed them, join them kind of shit. That's what really need to be going through your mind right now. That's what I did. Nigga, I got an alignment with that served my highest and greatest good. I didn't give a damn who the message was coming from. Dr. Sabi, Ralph Smart, goddamn Teal Swan. I didn't care if it was a black skin or white skin or baby skin. I'll be listening for the animals, goddamn it. Don't we? I say don't we, because I ain't the only one.
Yes.
They better stop playing with us. But anyway, we're here to stay, and we're here for the collective. We are here to do what we came here to do, y'all. Don't feel no kind of way because your sisters went before you. I could have sworn in the kingdom, it said the last was going to be first and the first was going to be last. This don't operate like the world in the 3D. So just because you come up behind us don't mean you last. It just means get in alignment, right? We should be, if you try to be a Galactic Healer Federation person, we should know what your name is, right?
Sure.
Know that. We should know that. We shouldn't be meeting you at training, not if you're serious about what you say you're trying to do. So that's just something to think on, family, because I love you and we all love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
We love you. And for those of you who can't stand the light, you better get you a pair of shades. Because, baby, it's only going to get brighter from here.
Shine bright like a diamond.
There's going to be more joining to shine their lights and shine brighter. So we just going to get brighter and brighter and brighter until we turn into a supernova and we explode.
Hey, I should. Come on.
So, yes.
Lopez, supernova. Come on.
So we got a few more minutes, y'all. If y'all want to drop y'all questions that y'all have, drop them in the chat now. We take a couple of those, but we got to get out of here.
While we waiting on the question, I do want to talk about Furious 5. So you got to remember, when everybody was up against Astro and up against us, we was battling through a lot of different magic and intention. Believe it or not, there are still people right now that are just as infuriated that we kept the mission going as they were before it started, right? So protection is an ongoing thing. Spiritual wisdom and the wisdom of King Solomon is an ongoing thing. Consulting with our angels and our spirit guides and our ancestors, that's an ongoing thing. We ain't never caught off guard, okay? We're not caught off guard. At the same time, we work hard. We work hard to make sure we stand in alignment. Ain't that right, y'all? We work hard. We still doing our work every damn day. We still doing our work. We ain't perfect, but we're imperfectly perfect. We're here to do our job. Spirit said, oops. Spirit said, oops. I say, now you're telling them too much. I done Spirit went, oops. My God. Yeah, just come ready, y'all. Come ready, come ready. I say, we are family. I got all my sister with me. Dun, 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 dun. And then y'all, and another thing is we are family too. I'm gonna say that we are. We not like just homegirls and all that kind of shit. We family, okay? So
a whole family.
Keep that in mind when you go through training too. Be a person who is welcoming and inviting to other people. This was just like, you know how they had the Real World and Big Brother and stuff like that, the first reality shows. That's how like training was for us, because we actually were filming at that time for a reality show. So, staying in a household with people who are extremely gifted people. We laugh about it and joke about how our first day of training was like goddamn Professor X and all these motherfucking, what we say we was, sis? Fenyxx. What we say we were?
We was magical misfits back then. Everybody just don't know what to do.
It was
What to do?
literally like being out of Marvel comics or some shit, or being at a school with a bunch of fucking superheroes and nobody knew how to use their fucking powers. Like everybody, people walking around reading your fucking mind, just going. I will never forget a story where Fenyxx, way back when we were at the table. This is when I first figured out that you could read minds, and then I had to watch myself from there on out. But we at the table, and I ain't gonna say a certain somebody walked past. And she went, "Oh, who was that? Baby, who was that?" They just started there. I said, "Praise the Lord. It's time for me to go downstairs." I said, I said, to the goddamn This nigga's not gonna be sitting around here reading nobody mess. You know, I'm like, we not gonna do it. And then I ain't gonna talk about this. Y'all better get this goddamn long distance Reiki done by Miss Felicia over there, because when I tell you that energy that lady be sending you when she a gazillion, million, bazillion miles away from you, I'm talking about. She told me she at home and we going like, yeah. Grand Rising. She ain't even here and she know it's a tough ass morning. We like, listen to this little psychic ass nigga here. Grand Rising, how's everybody feeling today? We like, you know we fucked us. You know we fucked up today. I don't even know why you asked. She said, give me a minute, y'all. Just give me a minute, y'all. I'm sending y'all some. We'll be like, thank you. Thank you.
Right. Then you be sitting there like, oh, I can't make it today. I can't make it. And it's like, oh, I feel so much lighter. Thank you, sis. I'm telling you, it come through. It's gonna come through and grab you.
We be so
wherever
damn
you
happy
are.
she sent it. Ooh, we need that. We weren't gonna make it today. So I mean, you gotta be family. You know, come prepared with that too. You're not coming trying to figure out how different you are from everybody around. You gotta be prepared to find your similarities and find your mirror in the person that's sitting beside you. All right. Do we have any questions? Or we almost done, y'all?
I don't see any questions, but I'm gonna scroll up and see if I see any from early on.
Wrap this on up. The wilderness is turning on.
Right now, a couple things going on. I know for myself, I have the Mercury retrograde. It's been going on. And let me tell you something. I have actually pre-recorded numerous readings and gone back to them in no sound at all. No sound at all. I've been going through so many things with the retrograde that we just came out of. I have a few more readings to deliver, and then I'm going to open my books back up again. I'm going to open my books back up again for the Goddess Oracle reading, the Ancestral Tarot reading, the Angel reading. Also spiritual counsel. Each one of us are spiritual counselors, guys, and you listening to us talk and you feel connected to one of us, then, you know, reach out. Any one of us can help you through your awakening journey, wherever you are, whether you're in the beginning, the middle, or the end. We're all open for that. Okay. We're preparing the end tour, and then, like we said, after tour, be looking out for those classes. But in the meantime, in between time, we're definitely going to be opening up our books for readings, and also making sure that we're giving wise and spiritual counsel to those of us, and to those of you that are seeking us out for that as well as Astro Einstein. I believe right now his books are open as well for live natal report readings. Make sure that you get that. If you have not studied your natal chart, a live reading would be the best thing for you. Okay. Remember, the natal chart report, that is the snapshot of the stars that were in the sky at the moment that you were born. We use that chart to inform you of the contracts that you made, the agreements that you made. You're going to get deeper understanding of your mother and your father, your relationships, your money, your calling. Okay, so at any time, we're still here to serve. Even though we're on a tour, we're still going to be opening ourselves up to be able to serve you all in other ways as well.
Just to let y'all know, due to popular demand, Fenyxx is coming from out of the shadows. And I will be launching myself and my brand, you know, because I've had lots of you all reach out and say, what can we need this interaction. So 66 2022 666, I will be officially launching myself as the brand that I am, that I've actually been cultivating for way too long. You know, that Sagittarius energy just loves a little bit of procrastination, just a little bit, you know. But no, it's time for me to step out the shadows, as Spirit would say, and take my place in the sun, and I will be doing so. So look out. Everything will be launching on 6/6, and you will be able to see what I do out here in these spiritual streets. I said.
And yes,
for me,
oh, go ahead, Pookie.
I'm dropping a baby at any moment. However, I am still here until she gets here. I am still here for your distance Reiki. I'm here for any consultations you may need. And I ain't put this out here yet, y'all, but I have readings on deck too. So if y'all need me for that, just hit the inbox. I don't have my link up and ready yet, but you guys, if you need me, I am here. I am here.
Trying to be about our Father's business, period. Michaela, yes, you're right. Numerology reports too. So yeah, the numerology reports is definitely going to, is definitely available as well. So the link for me is www.iya, the numeral uno, ia.as.me. Again, any links that we have and stuff like that, we'll come back here and make sure that we post them here. We do have a YouTube channel too, y'all. We do plan on posting this there and also being more active on our YouTube channel, because we definitely want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you're following the link that we posted this on, a Furious 5. Please make sure that you click on that as well, and make sure that you're following us on that page so that you're not missing anything that we're doing individually, okay? If you're not Facebook friends with us, you're viewing this from one of the groups that we posted in, go ahead and send us a friend request, okay? We'll accept it in like the next 6 months, all right? We'll make sure that we do that in about 6 months. No, we so bad about the friend request, but you know what? Just make sure you following the Furious 5 page. Make sure that you're there so that you know when these different things are jumping off, because you know we don't want you to miss anything. And also the readings, Jasmine, Nova, Luna, the readings are different prices, love. It's just based on, and keep in mind, it's an energy exchange, guys. We have absolutely no problem whatsoever charging for what we do, because we are giving you energy, and it is an energy exchange. It's something called seed time and harvest. The people that I wanted information from, I planted and poured into them. Before I even became a healer with Astro Einstein, I spent money. I circulated. Let me say that. Cancel, delete. I didn't spend money. I circulated. I circulated a lot of money. You hear me? Because guess what? I need my healing. My spiritual mother, I need my healing. Even today, I'm on Spirit Verse. I see they got a new version of the tablets of thought, the emerald tablets. I'm getting ready to go sow there. You know, so our links will be posted. We all have different donations and different prices for everything, ladies. Just make sure that you're following us so that you can make sure that you get everything that you need. You're so welcome.
And I'm just going to say that Fenyxx knows that everything is an energy exchange. And if you don't have monetary energy, who knows? Maybe you have another something that you can exchange by way of information. So just know that money is just a vibration, but so are a lot of other things. So, you know, what did we do back in the olden days before we had the coins to trade? We traded.
We bartered. We
bartered. So with that being said, if you don't have monetary value, hit me up. Maybe there's something else that we can exchange by way of information or tools, spiritual tools. So just know I love y'all. I'm about to go inside because the night is turning on me.
We got party to do. Because we got body yada 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 yada.
I'm finna party in these sheets. Give me a nap.
I don't care how you get here, but get here if you can. There are hills and mountains Okay, it's about that time we're ready to step out. Okay, we're trying to go get us a little drinky drink. All right, these are our last few days here in the Bahamas.
And we still on vacation.
Okay, we still on vacation. The books will open up soon, though, y'all. Thank you for being patient with us. We absolutely love you and thank you and appreciate all of your support. If we missed anybody's names who bought us anything or gave us donations, some of you all cashed after us or slid money in our hand, tips and stuff like that.
Right. Gift
If you
cards,
missed
things of
names,
that sort.
don't charge it to our hearts, okay? Because we definitely want to give appreciation for every single person that has come out for a quantum healing, every single person that brought somebody else. Thank you. If you just sent your intention because it wasn't your season, thank you. We received all of that. If you inboxed us to encourage us when we were on the road, you never know what we were going through when you did that. Thank you. For those of you who are still supporting Astro, that is still booking services with him, that have come here for the retreats, just in the name of making sure the Galactic Healing Federation and Astro Einstein vision keeps going forward. Thank you. We appreciate that. We love him. We love him from the bottom of our heart. When you support him, you are supporting us. So don't think that anything, we don't feel any type of way. If you want to come out to the Bahamas and have your session done, listen. We're moving into a plane. We're moving into a place where everything that we're going to be doing is all going to be coming into one place anyway. So when you support him, you support us. When you support us, you support him. So we want to thank you so much. For those of you that are in the dynasty, thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for believing in the vision. Thank you so much. For those of you that are sending us light and love, we appreciate it. We have supreme gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
And to the dynasty, I say it's to infinity and beyond.
And beyond. we want to plug though too. Next year is gonna be an amazing year, but we gonna need some fucking help with these churns. Okay. So we looking for some road nannies.
Yes.
Looking for some nannies that are able to travel, help the kids with school, and a variety of other things. So if you feel like that might fit you, hit us up. Hit us up. We need you.
And just know, these babies are magical babies too. They can read minds, they see auras, they have energy, and they gonna bring some tests. So come with an open mind, an open heart, some investigative skills of your own, some tenacity. You can't be scared of magical shit. I'm just gonna let you know that right now, okay? I don't want you running to my room because you done seen somebody out in the hallway. I'm pretty sure he been there. Look at me. Everybody, when you come on the road, just know it ain't gonna be an ordinary life. It will be an extraordinary life. You will benefit as well.
And we can't forget to plug the babies too. The babies, they're gonna have the Healers Kids YouTube channel coming.
Yes.
And they got a variety of other projects coming too, y'all. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. The Healer Kids are a big damn deal. I mean, they healed just as much as we did. A lot of y'all came into y'all sessions and the kids had y'all laughing, smiling, and running up, hugging y'all, talking to y'all. So those kids was healed in the same damn time. So they are amazing. But yeah, we are like my sisters are saying, we are definitely looking for serious inquiries only, but we do need a traveling nanny. What that means is that you have to be able to navigate different states. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to be with us the entire time. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some breaks and vacations in between, but basically we're looking for somebody that's going to be able to travel with us and help us with the children. Okay, so like she said, meals, homework. If you are interested in that position or you know somebody that would be a great fit for this, please make sure you inbox Eternal Sunshine, Fenyxx, myself. Please do that. Please inbox us and let us know. Yeah, we definitely will be doing the background checks, criminal record checks. All of that. Okay, so please entertain. why we love your Uncle Ray that did 20 years and ain't got nothing to do. Not with the kids, okay? Not with the children. We can't do that, okay? So please just be mindful, you know, when you're applying and everything like that, because these are our children. This is the next gen. We're super protective over our kids, but we definitely want you to welcome you to apply, and we thank you so much.
And I don't see any questions in this chat, y'all. So we are going to exit stage left.
And see.
Love y'all. We thank you for joining us today.
Every step we take, hey, every move we make, hey, every single day, every time we pray, we'll be missing you. Like, y'all gonna see for us, y'all see us soon. We ain't gonna stay gone that long like we did before. All right, we're gonna be out here. We're gonna get out here.
And we're gonna start doing this more often soon.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
See y'all
Shout out for now.
All right.